All right, Donald Trump, a former president and current frontrunner who's never been arrested before in his life, is facing 91 felony charges. That's 700 years in prison. Even Moses wouldn't make it out alive. 700 years for daring to contest the 2020 election, having some documents in his home, and filling out a business ledger in New York. These charges were crafted to completely disable Trump. The RICO charge we just talked about in Georgia is apparently, were it to stick, unpardonable because it's a state charge. And look who crawled out of Chappaqua to celebrate.
Madam Secretary, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Yeah, this is not the circumstances in which I expected to be talking to you.
Nor me, Rachel. It's always good to talk to you, but honestly, I didn't think that it would be under these circumstances. Yet another set of indictments.
Hillary was sitting in the MSNBC green room all night, just waiting for her one shining moment. You see, Trump destroyed the Clinton dynasty, rearranged the Republican Party, and changed American politics forever. He's the first candidate and president to call out endless foreign wars, to end unabated and cheap illegal immigration that big business secretly wants, and take on the D.C. bureaucratic deep state, because he doesn't owe them anything, and they don't control him. And because of that fact, they're all about control. They've been trashing him since 2015.
Needs to be medicated and hospitalized at this point, or he is going to just kill all of us.
We can surely say his words have absolutely emboldened white supremacists.
He has given oxygen to racists. He is clearly trying to ignite a civil war in this country.
He said today, America first. It was not just the racial, the Hitlerian background to it.
The Russians offered help. The campaign accepted help. The Russians gave help, and the president made full use of that help.
This was day after day and night after night. You remember it. First they slandered him, then they framed him, then they impeached him twice, and now they arrest him 4 times. Why not up the ante? You know, Biden called this shot last year, before any of the indictments had officially dropped.
We just have to demonstrate that he will not take power by, if he does run, making sure he, under legitimate efforts of our Constitution, does not become the next president again.
He will not take power, I repeat. Don't let Trump have a second term by any means necessary. Joe Biden, the Democrats, and frankly the Washington Uniparty know what will happen if Trump gets back into office. Trump isn't going in to play politics. He's going to fight even harder, smoking out every corrupt, anti-American swamp creature in D.C., and that starts with the Bidens, as he said today. That's exactly why all of these indictments are happening now. Make Trump look like a criminal. Then next year, in 2024, trap the leading Republican in court, drain his resources. The DA in Georgia says this trial will start in 6 months. Then he's got the New York case, the D.C. case, the Florida case, and a civil case, all in an election year. Here's the strategy. Protect basement Biden and his failed policies by arresting Trump, your political opponent. Gotta ask, would any of this be happening if Trump decided not to run? It's just that he's a threat. Trump is crushing the GOP field and is tied with Biden in the polls, which means Trump's winning. We know how polls work. The indictments did not dent Trump's base the way Democrats thought. It only helped him. People are smart. They see exactly what's happening. Maybe voters don't think the former America First president deserves to, die in jail. Maybe they think 700 years is a little excessive for a political opponent. Or maybe they're old enough to remember all the other elections where Democrats said the election stolen.
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's a real
what I'm
thing.
scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
Trump didn't actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election, and he was put into office because the Russians interfered.
You can run the best campaign
You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president.
Those were all 3 years after Trump won. He tried right after to figure out where the votes were, if it was right. They're whining about it 3 years later. But it's only illegal if you're Trump. Or next, and this is why it's so important, anyone who supports him. Because while they're doing this to Trump right now, if it works, they will come for his supporters next.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.